Hey guys, and welcome to C.O.R.E TV, episode 4. Let's welcome my guest, this Sydney the Kid. Hey sis! Hey sis! Yay! Special thanks to Sydney. This is my girl. This has been my girl for a very long time. She decided to come on out and be on C.O.R.E TV today. So I'm a little nervous, she a little nervous, and I know y'all probably like, well, why are you nervous? Because you did this before. Well, I never had a show before, and I never had a guest on my show before. So it's going to be an epic show though, because we got some tea to talk about. And first, basically, we're just going to talk about a lot of things and topics that I really want us women to be on point about. That's first things first. And secondly, I want to enforce the fact that maybe you should watch this video all the way to the end, because at the end I have a surprise for you guys. So, first things first, I just want to say I love all the women in my life. And you girls are some go-getters. Don't stop dreaming. Don't stop hustling. Don't stop grinding. You better keep smiling. You better keep getting up. You better find that power within. You better keep the ball rolling. Because listen, the world needs women like us. So, Sydney, let me ask you, what would you say is a quality that you hold inside your core that makes you an empowering woman?
I would say the way I'm independent, and I feel like for certain men that's intimidating to, like they don't like my independence, but that's just how I've always was. And I feel like I could get stuff done with a man, but I can also get stuff done by myself. So right. I would say it's the way I'm independent.
And that's very good. And I myself am a very independent woman. And I just learned to be that way, through my mom, through my grandmother, and I'm sure the same is for you and for other independent women out there. It's very important that we hold that importance in society today, because we get so much. You know that it's been hard as a woman in history to even come up in life, period. As a black woman, let alone. So the fact that we have so many black independent women out here doing things that we could never do in the past, things that our ancestors, our grandmothers, our great-grandmothers, great-great-grandmothers couldn't do, we are blessed to be able to do that. And that is what inspired me to really have this topic today, because I want to talk about how, as black women and women in general, how we hold so much power internally and how we have to discover it and channel that power that we have inside and put it into something resourceful. Like, we can do so much as black women. In 2020, we have the power to do so much.
It's true.
And it's just like, I'm so excited for everything that you women are going to produce during this pandemic, because we got some stuff. We got some things. My Sydney got some stuff rolling on. She got some stuff going. Okay, me too. But we're going to get to that soon. So, first things first, what I want to talk about is how we can find this happiness and this power as an individual while we're single. So many women, I'm not sure if you guys are in a relationship, or if you're single, or if you're talking to somebody, or whatever it may be. Whether you're in a relationship or not, you should still be working on yourself as a woman every single day. But this topic is specifically for singles who are seeming to struggle with finding that happiness. Because we live in a society now where it's just like, if you're single, or if you're not being entertained by somebody, people are looking at you like, well, what's wrong with you then? As if it's just a norm to just always be talking to somebody. What if you just want to be by yourself?
That's true.
So it's really, really important that I can touch single women out there as well, because you never know the true power that you have within if you don't spend a majority of time by yourself. Period. So it's like before you even get in a relationship, even while you're in a relationship, if you don't take time for yourself, you'll never know the power that you have inside and what you could do with all that power. So what would you say? So we're both single, by the way. We're both beautiful, single, successful.
I'm newly single.
And there's nothing wrong with us. There's nothing wrong with us. You know what I mean? Well, it's actually the complete opposite. So what would you say is something that you found deep down inside of you during your single life?
Okay, so because it's a bad and good thing?
Yeah, of course.
A bad thing that I realized that I wasn't comfortable with being by myself all the time. I was just so used to always having somebody, or it was, even if we weren't in like a relationship, like just always having somebody to talk to. This is a blooper right now.
A blooper? My God,
Okay, so a few things that I've learned during my transitioning from being in a relationship to being single is that I wasn't comfortable just being by myself. I wasn't comfortable just having no one to talk to. Of course, I had my family or my friends, my support system, but I didn't have like just guys that I could just talk to, being as though I was in a relationship, and that was the only person I was communicating with. That was the only person I was with, like literally every day, doing everything with. So once, it's crazy because I was single during the pandemic, like right when the pandemic started. So we had nothing to do but to be apart, and now we're single, we're not talking. So that was the time that I just started realizing everything, and it's a hard transition. I'm still trying to transition into just being comfortable with being by myself, and just talking to God, because that's the only person I need to talk to other than my friends and my family.
Amen.
And
survive.
And yeah, and I would say another thing I've learned is self-love. Like, you have to love yourself before being in a relationship, and I know it's probably cliche or you've heard it multiple times, but it's very true. When I was here, I had nothing else to do but just self-love. So I started exercising 3 times a week with a trainer virtually. I started eating healthy, trying vegan things, pescatarian things, more so on the vegan side. I've just started just meditating, reading. I read the Bible like every day, maybe twice a day. I share it with my friends.
Guys, listen, side note, I get a nice text message every morning from Sydney, and it's the perfect Bible. It's not just a normal Bible verse, it's a whole life passage. Nice little paragraph that you could take and go about your day with. And I'm so grateful for those, because those feel on point. For the self-love.
Yes. So that's mostly what I've just started doing, like just being content with myself and just learning self-love, because if you don't love yourself, you can't be in a relationship. You can, but it's going to be hard. It's not going to work. It's going to cause problems for you. It's going to cause problems for the other people. You're going to hurt them and hurt yourself. It's just way too much. So yeah, those are a few things that I've realized and that I'm still working on and still in process.
Yeah, girl. And trust the process, because I am proud of you.
Thank
I am so proud of you. Me being your friend, I know your story and you know mine. So
for sure.
It always gets easier. As a woman, you always learn from your mistakes. You learn from your life choices. You learn from the circumstances around you. You learn from every single individual that you meet. And it's a process, and you have to trust it. Especially the healing process. It's all a process, and you just have to bear with it, and you have to have endurance, and you have to keep going no matter how hard it gets every single day, because it's not easy being a black woman at all. And you just have to trust yourself. You have to trust yourself. One thing that comes with self-love is not just all, and I mentioned this in a post earlier, like a few weeks ago, it's not always about loving everything that's right about you. You have to love all of your flaws. You have to love when you fuck up. Of course, we don't love when we mess up, but you have to. You have to be gentle with yourself. You have to be kind. You have to just take your time, and you have to take time.
You still have to love yourself despite of the mistakes you may have made, the regrets you still have. So, yeah.
Because at the end of the day, none of us are perfect, and we're all in the same boat. And that's why I've always been inspired and loved women in power movements and messages and anything that brings women together. I'm all for it, because I know that no matter how we're different and unique in our own way, we can all relate to being a woman. We know how it feels to be hurt. We have hearts. You know, men have hearts too, but they want to act like they don't, so I guess they don't.
They act like they don't, but they do.
That's what they do, right? So, yeah, so just to sum it up, during the single life, ladies, really, really take this time out for you. Pray to God. God hears you, and He's patient. And He's always there just waiting for you to turn to Him. So pray to Him and help and ask Him for endurance, and ask Him to, you know, be with you while you deal with any process that you have to deal with as a single woman. And really just find out what you have inside of you, because it'll come up. During the whole self-love process and the process of being alone, you find out things that you've never found out about yourself before. Good or bad. The bad things, you fix it. The good things, you flip it. Right? The bad things, you fix it. The good things, you flip it. So, let's talk about that. So, how can we use that inner power, right, that we were talking about, the inner power, the self-love, and really taking time out for yourself? How can we use that power to benefit ourselves and those that we love? Everybody on this earth has some type of gift. So when people ask you, like, well, what's your talent or gift? And people be like, oh, well, I don't know, I can't do anything. That's false. We all have gifts and talents that we have to exercise, because God didn't just give them to us just to go to waste. So it's time that we take that alone time, right? And we use the power that we have within, and we channel that energy into something positive. For instance, me, during my single life, I decided to make this platform. I always knew that I had a voice where I could help and motivate others, because I always motivated my friends and people closest to me. So I finally took it upon myself, and I just said, okay, might as well. So I'm actually using my gift. I'm using my voice now. And another thing, another creative idea that I have that I'm going to share at the end, because it's going to make you guys watch it all the way to the end, because you guys have to see it. And when you hear it, you're going to know, like, wow, that is what I mean by channeling that energy and power that you have as a strong woman and putting it into a gift. So, Sid the Kid, what gift do you got, sister?
So let me first say this. Before this pandemic, before this quarantine, I did not know what my gift is. Now, I knew what I wanted to go to college for, but that was still up in the air too, because I was like flipping back and forth. First I was a communications major, Then I was a criminal justice major. Then I went back to communications. Then I went back to criminal justice. Then I went to early childhood education. Early childhood education. Now I'm back at criminal justice.
Oh girl, you was pouncing around.
I'm an indecisive person. But during this quarantine, I didn't, rather like career-wise, I didn't know other than career-wise. Other than career, please listen here. Other than career-wise. Other than. So other than career-wise, I didn't know what my talent was. I didn't have a hobby. Like, I didn't know. I knew I liked taking pictures, but I really didn't like want to pursue that. I feel like that was just something just to do when I was like bored. Like, I literally want to take professional pictures once a year, and it's just like out the blue. But anywho, like I said, once the quarantine started, I just started exercising. I had nothing else to do. I was working from home. They told us to stop coming to the office, so I was working from home. I was just sitting around. I was nervous eating because I didn't know if this quarantine was going to take me out. So I was just buying snacks at the grocery store or ordering from Instacart, whatever, and just eating up. So I was just like, this is not me. And through all that, I was really talking to my family. I was really talking to my friends. I was always in my room. My mom was so used to me being in my room, she didn't really think nothing was wrong with me, but it was something wrong with me. I was just like out of it mentally. So once I started, my cousin introduced me to this female who presented virtual fitness classes because of everything being shut down. It was cheap. So I was just like, oh, let me do it. So I did it, and then she incorporates dancing and salsa as well as lunges, squats, whatever you want to call it. But I took that and I became addicted to the class. I was so addicted, I just started exercising on my own. Like any free time I had, whether it was 15-minute personal from work here, I'm just like squatting, doing sit-ups if I could. Like just I'm like, oh, I really like this. So then I decided to get certified to be a fitness trainer.
Congratulations, yes, certifications. We talk about certifications,
yes.
Degrees. Listen, get that paper.
Yes.
To get that paper, you got to get that paper. I don't care what nobody says. Certifications, degrees, all that stuff is important.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm still studying for that. I'm almost done, so I'll be taking my certification soon. And then since I like taking pictures, as aforementioned, I will be taking just personal fitness pictures, possibly incorporating my own clothing, like fitness wear. We'll see how it goes. It's one step at a time. But because of this hobby, I became more interactive with my family and friends. I became more jolly. Like probably 2 months ago, she asked me to do this. I'm like, no. I'm not doing it. I'm not talking to nobody. No. Yeah. But it made me feel I'm more happy. I became more closer to my family and friends. I'm no longer stressing over a guy or a bad relationship that just didn't succeed or go right. So
that's girl. That is perfect. I'm so proud of you. I tell you that all the time because I know it's not easy. It's not easy at all. Oh, it's still on. Sorry guys, my phone's about to die, but it's still okay. That's amazing. That's amazing. And you see how you guys, she didn't know what she was good at. She didn't know what hobbies and talents that she had, and she discovered it during her time alone. And I know that a lot of us are finding our talents and gifts during this pandemic because we have so much of this alone time anyway. So it's important. It's really important. And pandemic or no pandemic, it's very important that you channel deep down inside of you and you find out what you're really, really good at, because we're all good at something. And one thing that gift and talent will bring you is pure joy, because you just love to do it. A gift and a talent is something that you love to do. You know what I mean? You have to be passionate about it. And I know that some of us may have talents that we're actually just not passionate about. So find the ones that you are passionate about. Ladies, really do that, okay? Whether it's singing, dancing, working out, starting a business, clothing line, whatever you want to do, just do it, because this is all part of the process, and you have to love yourself, and one way of loving yourself is doing what you're good at doing and what you love doing. So I want to wrap this up, and I hope that we got through to you guys, but I'm just really, really excited to tell you guys about the tea.
I don't even know if I know the tea.
You do.
Oh, okay.
So, drum roll, please. Ladies and gentlemen, your girl, Ren Melli, is officially going to start her own girl group that's going to eventually progress into a whole women empowerment movement, because I'm speaking it into existence right now.
Manifest.
I am so excited about this, you guys, because this is something that I've been passionate about since 2016. I never had the time, nor did I really have the guts to even pull it off. Originally, I wanted to start with being like a mentor or like a big sister in a way to teenage girls, because a lot of these women out here who are in their teens, they have like misguidance, and some of them are all over the place, mind scattered, everything. So I wanted to focus on them. But now I realized that I have a lot of very, very good women in my life, very inspirational women. That's why I posted what I posted yesterday. I have a whole video with all of my friends, some family members, all in one, because I feel like God blessed me with more than 2 solid friends. A lot of, even my friends will sit there and say, oh, you're one of the 2 friends that I have. And that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Because a lot of these girls, they fake. They fake and they shady. So that's why a lot of good, solid women only have 2 solid friends. Now, me, I got like, I don't know, 9, 8 maybe. That just means, that to me just showed me that I have to do something with that. I have a lot of female friends. I have a lot of females in my family. And I was raised by a very strong mom. I have a very strong stepmom, and I have 2 strong grandmothers. So I'm gonna do something with this, guys. I'm gonna do something with this, and I'm gonna start with us. So this is my secretary. What did I give you?
I think I was secretary.
Secretary?
Yeah.
It might change. I don't even know. She might be president, because she, you know what I mean? She might be president of the whole committee. But I'm just really, really, really excited about this project. And the ladies who I'm going to have on my panel starting off is going to be, listen, you guys are going to get a group message. You guys are going to get a group message, and I can't really tell you everything. I really can't, because this is just going to go live. But just know that I'm so excited about this project, and you guys are going to love it. This is for women around the world. This is going to be huge, I'm telling you, because I know it already. I'm in touch with the source. I pray. I know that this is my purpose. I know that this is my purpose. And I know that there's a reason why I don't beef with bitches. Because that's for broke bitches. Okay? I lift women up. I lift queens up. I don't beef with bitches. I lift queens up. That's my purpose in life. So I'm not going to let all of this gorgeousness that we have, ladies, all these talents and the professions that we going in. You guys don't even know. I have a nurse friend, a cop friend. Like, we out here doing stuff. We are out here growing. And I'm so proud of us all. So I'm going to start this movement for us and for women around the world, because we got some work to do, ladies. So just tune in. Get ready for those group messages.
Yes.
I want to thank my girl Sydney for being my first guest. She was the perfect first guest. Okay. Next time.
Rough, but
it's okay, because I told them in the very beginning, this is raw, uncut. This is real. This is coming from the real. You feel me? Ain't nobody doing all that scripted, like, oh, self-love is when you... We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. So I just want to thank you guys for watching. Thanks again, Sydney, for being my very first guest. And she will be back. And the next time she be back, it's going to get popping. We're going to be dancing and singing. Because my sis, she know how to pop, lock, and drop it. She be trying to act like she don't.
Not true.
But
I'm conservative.
I be crumping and she be pop, locking, and dropping. That's what we're going to do in the next video. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.